You know what would be
Yeah.
kind of cool? If ANET somehow implemented a tag for people who were just starting to tag up that were like under a certain amount of hours, and it just let the community know, oh, this tag is up, but you see this icon, that means they're new, they're under like 100 hours of tagging. So you should give them a little bit of a break. I think that would be really cool.
Grouch, if you're listening, Grouch, please don't do this because that's going to be an open invitation.
That's
for
open invitation for people to toxic them. Yes,
They're
don't
gonna-
do
They're
that.
they're gonna be toxic anyway, and they're gonna flame it. I would rather know.
That's like
You'll
holding
get
up a neon sign that says, "Please bully me."
You're going to get a whole different flavor of
No
toxicity.
way.
I promise you.
100%.
I mean, World War is a competitive game mode. All competitive games are toxic in one form or another.
Yes.
And, that's just a fact.
That's not. Nothing's gonna change.
That's a community issue though, because in Final Fantasy, all new players have an icon, and people know to like help them out and stuff like that. So isn't that a community issue?
That's PVE. That's PVE. We have. There's
Also
already a thing
PvE.
like that in PVE as well.
But
That's
couldn't
different
we
than...
normalize it?
No,
No.
because competitive
Why?
nature, it makes it so that you want to win, and if you're not winning, and people are losing, they get upset.
But that
It's like
goes
a criticism
for
in
any
Guild
commander.
Wars 2 PVE.
That goes for any commander.
It's really hard to change the mentality of someone who is already predisposed to being a troll, first of all. And second is primarily playing world versus world to either, win or pursue their competitive goals. I'm not saying that toxicity and competition go hand in hand, but I am saying that having a goal of wanting to win and be better than other people tends to breed an environment that cultivates toxicity, and that makes world versus world and PvP particularly susceptible to having toxic mindsets and toxic behaviors manifest, where you might not see them in PvE.
It also depends on how, I would even go as far to say that I would just straight up say it does. Like, the more that you are into a game, and the more that you want to compete, and the more that you want to win and be good, the more that you're going to get angry and frustrated over things that you see as mistakes, or people not trying hard enough, or people whatever. Like, there could be good intentions where you could be angry because you see somebody playing a build completely wrong, but go off of it in the worst way possible. That seems toxic, even if you were trying to help somebody do better at a build by going, you're playing the build terribly, you're a terrible player, you should go and jump off a bridge. Right? Like, that kind of mentality is like, even if you have a good intention, it comes off as bad. But some people don't even have good intentions, and they just want to, just crap all over you because they want to win. And if they're not getting either they're perceived the best way to win or winning themselves, it comes out as a huge problem to them, and they feel like you're wasting your time. There's some people who just want to win. That's what they have fun with. If they don't win, they're not having fun.
See,
you can't change that, sadly.
I'm of a different mindset. I think if someone is new, or there's some sort of indication that someone is new, that people will be more lenient with it. So I play Valorant, for instance, and a lot of the time, if you go into chat, or if you go into voice and say, hey, I'm new, just so you know, if you want to give me tips, you can give me tips and stuff like that. And Valorant is very competitive, even in unrated, all this stuff, but people definitely tend to be more understanding for people who are new if they're just upfront about it and say, hey, I'm new to this, like, just so you know, like, I am learning and things like that. So I don't think I agree with you guys in this. I think that people would actually, maybe not the trolls, but the trolls are going to flame anyone, whether they're experienced or new, and I think that people would be more understanding, the normal people would be more understanding if it's like a new commander, and they'd be willing to go into their group and be like, okay, you know what, you're new, I'm gonna follow you, I'm gonna support this new commander, and you know what, if you're open to tips, I'm gonna give you tips too, because I can see that you're a new player and that you're new to this, and I want to support and grow the community this way. So I don't know, I think it would actually be a good thing, but I do understand your guys' take on that. If you're interested in listening to the full recording of this episode of Say Chat Podcast, you can find the link in the description below. Thank you very much for listening. Bye!